Is this? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us?
Ganyu is of course familiar. Guizhong, long ago, Sea Gazer.
Paimon remembers.
He was an old once he had brought out the treasure. It would predictably become as Adepta. His treasures were not.
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
What kind of
No kind of. She always sought. It also helped that.
You...
Anyway, who would dare? Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Precisely. Even one could. Each of those we would drink to Streetwood Rat.
Streetwood Rat?
That would be Ping.
Oh, or...
Alas, long as one should have guessed. No matter. In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetwood Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetwood Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili Plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's... everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhong were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfect, but in the end, back when they were rivals, that cleansing bell...
Wait! That's weird. Madam Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins. Since the right time. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, punch.
The cleansing bell, but Streetward the two once. Once upon a time, music would go for many years past, which brings one.
But.
One was also in response, though the strings that.
Aww.
I just remember being taken care. Although I met Guizhang.
Guizhang, had you not decided to search as of now, do you intend to discuss this with her?
Do you mean Ping might find the topic to just.
Precisely.
If I may.
Oh?
I've been in Leo, but this doesn't bring someone as perceptive. Though these no loss can. Ping has helped. Though it is heartbreaking to lose.
We even asked Madam Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's When we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe we can even get her up on.
You young.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time.
Is not every.
I disagree.
Very well, then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as. Say.
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are
What?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one.
Whoop. Madam Ping and clap.
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments.
Oh, bless me.
Miss Illuminated.
Said what?
Cuz you're.
Street word.
Oh,
One, given that
Huh? So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak. Cloud Retainer informed us.
Ah, let me... What a long time ago that was. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story... It appears that she has proven herself...
Who's.
We like to call her Guizhang. There is no harm done. After all, Lantern Right's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhang did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So, how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them, and a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an adeptus as to learn from them.
She always had a way with words. That her mechanical
Speaking of
Of course.
as Guizhong once said, it takes it when I see the sight of Liu.
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
Of all of us.
Liu Harbor.
Oh, yeah! We've been dying to ask. Oh, also,
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh, as much. It's been a long, and there was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again, no matter how much time goes by.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Oh, I would be lying to myself if I claimed, but that is not to say that grief, despite the sad, just look at this potted plant.
It takes an honest...
Be that as it may.
well,
Granny! Whoa, what's everyone doing here?
And now we've spooked Yanfei. No. Everyone's just here to give me their regard.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, in that case, happy Lantern
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again?
It seems Ganyu still...
What a pity.
Since it's been so...
Gladly.
When you next see the...
you got it, Madam.
Thank you all. As for that
Wow.
when that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among...
All right, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news. Mr. Dvorak! Ah, and Kuchin's here too! Thanks for helping set all of this.
Welcome back.
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
I see. That certainly explains. I have to say, though,
Oh, Paimon, but Street were...
Madam Ping.
Yep, Kuching summed it up.
I think that can wait until after the concert, though.
Speaking of, Madam Paimon has a...
Wait, are you... oh no. Okay. Nope. Another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Before we set off on...
Please, share your insights with me.
And music is... like...
It's...
Wait, does that mean...
Mm-hmm. As long as everyone enjoys the happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
Paimon feels like she's for... Ah, shoot! Zhang Li said he wasn't in a hurry. Anyway, ugh.
Da 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 da. Da da da. Oh,
All right, let's take a break here.
oh wow! Look who it is. Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight?
After everything we've been through. You don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own We have all this
Invisible.
gotta say. Come on. What's wrong? There once was a Fontaine. With my words, we'll take the stage by storm with Blake.
For sure! The whole dance floor.
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to.
Oh, Zhongli.
It's a real pity that he couldn't.
Yeah, that's right. To tell the truth,
I can speak to that.
and jumps.
Actually, Shinya,
Sure thing.
Oh, Travel, when you see. You should join us.
Paimon sees them! It's illuminated deer! And illuminated bird number 2!
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor?
Everything's great! But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli! Here you are! We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing. Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow-cooked for many...
Wait, that mechanism.
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's...
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent... Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some.
Oh, Zhongli! Hu Tao told us to tell you so. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. When she says performance, she must mean the lantern right. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she...
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Hu my best wishes for the As for the banquet, since the Director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. I will examine it right away. The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes most exquisite while still warm.
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hitao, and this is a little something called...
The Blaze Lilies!
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you two buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch your step, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo!
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
Master, listen!
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern, the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.